In the heart of the Great Barrier Mountains, I, Alistar, emerged as a noble warrior revered among the fierce Minotaur clans. My roars echoed through the mountain peaks, scattering even the bravest trespassers. Yet, despite my might, the clans remained outsiders, viewed by many as little more than beasts. Then came the promise of Noxus, a tempting offer that sought the support of the great clans in exchange for power and recognition. However, I, Alistar, remained skeptical, having encountered the cunning and duplicitous nature of Noxian scouts. My clan sent me to reject any alliance, and on neutral ground, under the banners of truce, I and 50 warriors were betrayed. The larger clans had pledged themselves to Noxus, turning against me when I voiced my refusal. The battle was swift, and Lady Twain paid the price for her betrayal at my hands. Bound in chains, my surviving warriors and I were headed for the distant Noxian capital, accused of inciting rebellion. Thrown into the grim gladiatorial festival known as the Fleshing, I, Alistar, witnessed the brutality of Noxian arenas. Appalled by the bloodthirsty spectators, I implored my fellow Minotaurs not to fight back, not to become the monstrous display the Noxians craved. 21 days later, I stood as the lone survivor of my tribe, my memories stained with blood. It was in those wretched arenas that I met Ailia, a servant girl who defied the cruelty surrounding her. She saw beyond the beast I had become, treating me with gentle respect. Her homeland, like mine, had fallen to Noxus, and seeing my suffering convinced her that we should escape together. Through her whispered plans, I found a glimmer of hope and a reason to think of home, without drowning in despair. One night, Ailia brought the key to my cell, sacrificing much for our escape. Yet, as we hurried to a cargo barge on the river, Noxian agents ambushed us. Rage consumed me as I fought, and despite Aelia's calls, I did not hear. When the battle ended, the boat was gone, and Aelia with it. Alone and haunted by questions, I fled south on foot, searching in vain for any trace of the servant girl who had given me a reason to hope. Weeks later, a political coup shook the foundations of the Noxian Empire, and my escape from the arenas was forgotten. Now, I travel alone, quietly and anonymously, encouraging resistance in Noxian-held territories and fighting on behalf of the downtrodden. I seek redemption, repaying every cruelty and every kindness until the shame in my heart is cleared. In every city I pass through, I ask after Aelia, hoping against hope to find her and fulfill the promise I made to repay her sacrifice tenfold. Until then, I continue my journey, driven by a quest for redemption and the distant hope of leaving my rage behind in the mountains. This is the autobiography of Alistar, a Minotaur warrior on a path of redemption.